Good morning friends, I am going to explain about our kit which works on wireless sensor based online motoring of RPM and controlling the speed of the motor. This project is done in Weldtech Technical University by Ruma Dey, myself, Monishankar Shah and Vedagroni Shaha. The main motive of our project is that it is controlled by a PIC microcontroller and a VB.NET as a major function. This is our block diagram. This part is for transmitting part, this part is for receiving part. In the transmitting part, we are having a VB.NET software in a PC where it is connected by a PC serial port by a MAX232, a level transmitter. This MAX232 is fed to the microcontroller, and from the microcontroller the RX pin is connected to the data out of the encoder ST12V. This encoder is fed to the serial out of 315 MHz RF module, which transmits the data in air and is received by the receiver side by the receiver of the RF circuit 315 MHz. This RF circuit sends the data to the decoder ST12D, which decodes the data and is fed to the microcontroller. This data are fed to the motor drive circuit L298, where the motor is connected to it, and with motor the parallelly a disc is connected to it. Above the disc we have connected an optocoupler which sends the data and is fed to the microcontroller. As the motor rotates, the RPM is sensed by the optocoupler. The optocoupler that we are using is a slot type. A disc is kept in between the optocoupler, thereby the RPM pulses are produced. These pulses are fed to the microcontroller. The microcontroller sends out the pulse out data to the encoder, and the encoder modulates these data with the RF circuit and is transmitted through the transmitter in air. These transmitted data are received by the receiver in the transmitter part, and it is given to the microcontroller. These data are fed to the front end of the software by a serial port and a PC port. This is our front end of the program which we have used by a VB.NET. We are having a MOV button, increment, decrement of the pulse width, and an exit button in this. While if we give the MON command, the motor starts rotating, and decrement button, the motor speed decreases. You can see our motor is rotating. I have given an increment to the pulse width modulation. Here the motor per minute has been calculated. See, the first 60 seconds it will show the motor RPM reading. You can see the variation in the motor. The speed variation of the motor, I have given an increment button. You can see per 60 seconds the RPM reading. Similarly, for increment and decrement also will decrease the speed of the motor. Now, by giving MOV button, the motor stops. Thank you. In this way, our project works. The working of our project is this way. We are without any wire, we are connecting the transmitter and receiver part, and we are controlling the motor and also monitoring the motor. Thank you.